Hello friends. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to the first day of spring. Here's our 25 minutes a day times 2. I got a lot to get through today because I took a day yesterday just to settle in with myself. So this every day I'm going live. This is for the benefit of the Trevor Project. For those of you that are not familiar with what that is, it's an organization that helps to step in for support for those that are struggling in the LGBTQ community with just acceptance, mental health, feeling like they just need a place to go. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm a huge advocate for mental health. I've had my own struggles with acceptance. And so that's really where my passion comes from. I have a few very important people in my life that have really humbled me and opened up and shared with me their experience, and I honor them. I don't want to embarrass them or throw their names out here. I don't know if they would be okay with that. I do hope that they know from the bottom of my heart that they have changed me and they have grown me, and I honor that so much. Thank you for being vulnerable with me and helping me work past my own issues. So that's where I'm coming from. That's where my heart's at. So just a lot of growth in my own life and in my own acceptance, and I'm just so thankful for those that have stayed with me and helped me grow. So thank you. Thank you for opening up your heart to me and sharing your story and allowing me into a piece of your life so that I had understanding. Most of the time when judgment comes in, it's for lack of understanding and fear. So I am absolutely will say I've been there. And I've grown through it, and I'm still growing through it. So if that's where you're at and you just are not sure why you have any additional judgment, I just encourage you to take a minute, look inside, go deep inside. Where is that coming from? And for me, it was ignorance and fear. So once I got down to the root of that, oh my gosh, I love you all. So let's do some stuff. Let's do some Qigong today. Y'all are enjoying the Qigong a little bit more than the yoga, so I'm going to give you what you want. So let's come in, find your comfortable place. It's going to be just a nice slow flow. Nothing major. We're not going too deep today, okay, guys? Or y'all, I apologize. So let's come in. We'll just come into balancing the Qi. So we know what that looks like. That just comes into finding that nice neutral stance. Begin to feel what's around you. Begin to feel the energy. I'm feeling this flow, balancing the Qi here. You can go this way if that feels good. You can come up, do like the floating wrists, regulating the Qi. Either one of these is going to bring you back, regulate you into your breath, and just bring you, soften the knees. I'm finding myself already tensing up. This is the amazing thing that we get in Qigong is that we get to just come back to our breath. We get to honor the energy that is in us and around us. And we get to just open up and move with our bodies. So find a softness in your place, in your space. And let's get going. So just balancing the Qi here. Let's begin we're going to start our way up and work our way down. So let's begin with the little clock face rotation. That's just moving the head around in a clock face, opening up the neck. So I'm just going to begin at 12 and begin looking around. Gently rotating my neck as I'm looking around this imaginary clock face. And then rotate, going counterclockwise. Just opening up the neck. Feeling any tension that might be here. Just allowing yourself to open up. Let's bring the shoulders in. Go ahead and start rotating the shoulders. Let's do one at a time. Rotate them back. Find that loose stance. Loosen those knees. Open those shoulders. Now go the other way. Let out any tension that might be held in there. Okay. Let's shake out those arms. Bring the shoulders up to the arms. Let's rotate this way. Bring those elbows up and forward. and back. If this is challenging for you, you don't need to do this. Anybody with the clavicle injury, this is probably too much. So you can just always go back to balancing the chi or just opening up the shoulders in a way that feels comfortable for you. Let's rotate the other way, swinging those elbows back behind you. Open that up. Loosen everything up back there. One more time. Let's bring those arms all the way in. Rotate the arms, do them big again. Swoop them back, coming back. And if you can, watch your hand as you look back. That's just going to extend that stretch all the way through the neck. Opening up the shoulders. Releasing what is being held. It's Monday. We pick up a lot. I don't know about you, but I carry a lot of it in my shoulders. So these little exercises really do help to open that up. Shake it out just a little bit. Shake it out. All right, let's go with opening the collarbone, or just even more. We're going to keep our hands light on the side here, and then as you inhale, roll your shoulders back, palms come to face forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, open, arms come out, palms face forward. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, come back. Palms come to face. Open everything up. Roll the shoulder blades down. Exhale and release. Let's do, let's bring our hands in and our wrists. So let's just begin by a light fist, and just begin by rotating the wrists. And then begin to go a little bit bigger. Make these circles a little bit bigger. Bigger, bigger. All right, friends, other way. Rotate the other way. You'll notice the body gets used to doing things one way, so we always want to go the opposite way. Go bigger, biggest. Here we go. Shake it out. Let's do some shake like jelly. I love shake like jelly. Shake it. So start at the shoulder, loosen it up. Almost like you've got like a wet noodle. So shake it out, get down to those fingers and flick it. Flick, flick, flick. Let's do the other side. Start with that shoulder, roll it out, shake it out, loosen up that elbow, get all the way down, and flick, 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 flick. All right, shake the legs, shake it. You might want to grab onto something. Really fling it, fling it. Shake everything out, get it out, loosen it up. Energize all of those beautiful energy centers, just loosening up everything. We have these beautiful meridian pathways in our body. We're just trying to activate them and kind of get rid of anything that's stuck. Now give me a full body shake. Do it. Have some fun. Jiggle it out. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. My feet needed an extra little shake. If I could flick my toes, I would. All right. Shake it out, shake it out. Let's come back to regulating the breath, balancing the chi, starting to warm up maybe a little bit. Let's come back to the balance. You can always come back to your breath anytime, all day long. Just come on back. You can even do this. I do this sometimes, even just standing in line. I find that I start to get irritated. I do not like self-checkout. So I will stand in line and I just start doing this. You know, I've got the cart in front of me. I'm just doing this. And it just gets me back into myself, back into my energy and out of whatever is going on out there. Okay, so come on back, balancing the chi. Let's go on to exchanging heaven and earth. So if you've done this with me before, you know we're going to send one arm up, one arm down, opposite directions, okay? So we bring our hands up to about the midline. We're going to send one hand up, other hand goes down. One goes up to the heavens, the other goes down to earth. Bring those hands back. They come, they meet at center, and then we rotate the opposite direction. Find some length here in your body. Find that beautiful stretch. Find that softness. As you flow and you stretch, going opposites here, you're really going to feel this in your arms, your shoulders, and your spine. A couple more times of exchanging heaven and earth. And then we'll go into, from here, let's go into knocking on the door of life. So let's really open up that lower dantian, come on back to the middle, knocking on the door of life. We're just going to begin swinging our hands left and right. They're literally touching the back, touching the front. So I'm knocking, literally knocking on my body. That is the door of life. Begin to knock and knock. Find this looseness, gentle twist in the spine. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you're going to bring the arms up and you begin to hit the shoulders, knocking on the shoulders as you continue to shift left and right, knocking, knocking. Just opening up. This is very similar to like tapping, bringing you back to sense, bringing you back to state, also activating these energy centers. So we're just knocking on the door of life, allowing our body to feel coming into our place. Let's slow on down, and now we'll go into swinging pendulum. The difference with this one, our arms don't touch. So we're going to go wide, and we're going to lift up. Let me take a step back so you can see my feet here. I do kind of come up onto my toes as I go from left to right, and the arms just really start swinging. This is just much more open, kind of lifting and turning, more of a back bend here. Continue doing this a few times. If you're starting to get dizzy, just plant your feet. You don't need to have such a big swing. Do what's comfortable in your body, what feels good in your energy today, okay? Okay, let's come on back, settle on down, shake it out a little bit, come into that chi, balance the chi, regulate the chi. What do you want today? Where are your hands? What feels good? I'm a little bit of both, you know. Oh, that regulate felt good, just to come all the way up. So it doesn't have to be a big flow. You know, if you're right here, that's enough. You know, if you're coming farther up, that's great. Wherever you're at, there isn't a right or wrong way to do this. It's just your way. You know, what feels good in your body. We're all so uniquely different, so honor that, and honor what feels good. And find a movement that works for you. All right, let's go into drawing a circle. This one, we're just going to come up through the middle palm space, and then as we come up towards the midline and our crown, hands go opposite way, and they push out to opposite directions. So now my palms are facing left and right, coming up through this midline, bringing the palms up through the center, facing together, and then out and up. And as I'm exhaling, I'm kind of dipping down a little bit. And then on that inhale, rotate the wrists, kind of lifting up as I'm going up through that midline. And then floating down just a little bit. We'll do that a couple more times. And just continuing to breathe as you're doing this. Opening up, feeling all that beautiful energy all around you. And one more time, come on up. From here, let's do bending like bamboo. So we're going to find a nice strong state. The feet are a little bit closer. Maybe they're hip distance apart. Maybe they're all the way. You find what works good for you. Interlace the fingertips. Push them out. And now, inhale, reach those arms all the way up. We're going to keep them up for this practice. That can be challenging, so if you need to let your arms down, I get it. So reach up. Strong bamboo. Now we're going to turn our body towards the left. So on the exhale, go ahead and turn. Exhale towards the left. Nice back bend here. Take another breath here. Then on the inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, now turn over to the right. Twist that body. Find that back bend, back twist here. One more breath. On the exhale, come on back. Now let's lean over, reach up, and then lean over. There we go. Find that stretch all the way down the right side as we lean towards the left. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean over to the right. Feeling that stretch all the way down the left side. And begin to find this bending and twisting. So now find this bend and this twist in your body. So really open up. Allow yourself to just move with your body. Open up that spine. Loosen up the hips. Really open everything up here. Oh, let's bring some rest to our arms. Drop your arms down. Shake it out. Roll those fingers out. Shake those wrists out. Come on back to that balancing chi. Even just holding the hands up and doing a little bit of a twist, that can really activate. So if you're feeling that and the heart is starting to beat a little bit more, that's totally normal, okay? That's why we're coming back to balancing our chi. Okay. All right, friends, let's open up the hips. And then we'll open up the legs. So bring those hands to the hips. Take a step out, come into a little bit wider of a stance here. And let's go ahead and begin just opening, making a circle. So just find your circle today. Begin to move your body around. Wherever you're at is great. Opening up the hips. Let's go the other way. We're continuing to breathe as we're moving around. Let's go one more time. And we're going to bring our hands down to our knees, find a nice little bend here, and then begin to rotate the knees. I'm going to bring mine a little bit closer. And just find this beautiful dip in your knees. If this is too much for you on your knees, I totally understand. Those of you with knee injuries, this does not feel good. So stay on the hips, or you can rotate the ankles if that's a place that you're wanting to open up. Let's go the other way. So again, just being really kind to your body. You know your body, you know your injuries, you know what works for you. Come on back. Now let's do those ankles. So roll the ankles out. Open them up. Let's do 1 foot at a time. And then go the other way. Other side. Open up the other ankle. And then go the other way. Roll it out. All right, now we're going to do a little bit more on the ankles and the feet. Shake them out, shake them out. Should be nice and loose. Feeling it in the legs? Okay. Let's go. We'll go left and then right, and then we'll go outside, inside. Okay? Oh, actually, let's go forward, back. So come up on the toes and then come down. We're going to go up and down first, up on the toes, and then let yourself fall down. Up on the toes, and then just settle on down. We're going to do this 3 more times. Come on up, and then just kind of plop down. Last time here. All right. Now let's go left and right. Both sides going to the right. Both sides going to the left. So you're on the arch on one, and then on the outer on the other. Just bringing that blood flow back into the ankles. Our feet and our ankles, they carry a lot, right? And they do so much for us. So let's get that blood flow really going in there. And then let's go outside and then inside. So outer edge of the foot and then inside of the arch. Couple more times. This one, you're going to feel it a lot more, right? You're going to feel this all the way in your legs, up into your hips even. Couple more times. This one can be a little odd. I get it. Okay, let's come back. Balance the chi, regulate the chi. Where are you at? Okay, friends, let's go into, let's do a little coiling python. So we're going to do that by coming into our horse stance. We're going to come down to our knees. Come on down. Find this beautiful position here where you're nice and comfortable. And then we'll dip down. So bring your shoulder down. I'm going left first. Bring the shoulder down and find that beautiful back bend, back stretch, twist here. Open up. And then coil over to the other side. Come on over to the other side. Opening up. Go a couple more times. And your gaze can be anywhere. Sometimes I look like up and behind me, really extending that stretch. Sometimes my gaze is down at the ground. So whatever feels good for you today. All right, there's our little python. Maybe you do a little bit of a coil. Maybe you're ready to go. Coming out of the basket, right? All right, come on out, but let's go into swimming dragon. We're going to stay in this horse stance, knees are bent. Bring those hands together like in prayer position, and then we're going to go left to right. So I'm going to send my right hand's going to be on top, and I'm going to push and go towards the left. I'm going to come back and go the other way. Now my left hand is on top, and I'm pushing towards the right. This is a swimming dragon. The amazing thing in Chinese mythology is that the dragon is both, it flies and it swims. So let's come on down to the water, if you can. Get that dragon down. He's going to go into the water. Coming down. I'm very flexible. I can come all the way down. If you can, that's great. If that's too much, go to the level of your comfort. And then we're going to start going up and up. And we're going to go up into the sky. All the way up. And when we get all the way up, we're going to reach up. We go up, 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 all the way up, up to the toes. And then come on back down to center. Let's do that again. I'm going to go the other way first. I'm going to go right first. Just finding my dragon. Then I'm going to go down. And then we'll come up. If you can come down with me. And then start coming up. If you're in that midline, just keep swimming along the earth or flying along the earth, and then make your way up to the sky. Pushing down on our wrist as we're doing this, coming all the way up to the top, up, up, up. Reach up, bring those hands on down to heart center. All right, friends, regulate that breath again. Come back into balancing the chi. Come into, where do we want to go now? Where do I want to take you? Let's go into the lotus flow, a little loving kindness, okay? So we're begin just with this similar flow that we've got going on. We're just regulating the chi. Okay. We're going to bring the arms out and up. Inhale, lift those arms up all the way back. Bring those hands up, palms come together. As we come down, we make this beautiful triangle right down through center. When we get down to the heart center, we're going to extend our hands out, sending all of that love out to all of you beautiful humans. Coming back down, we're going to scoop up that energy, back of the hands come together, or back of the palms, and then we come back up. Gather up all of that beautiful chi, all of that love. Inhale, Gather that up. Come right on through. Make that beautiful power triangle right down into the heart, bringing all of that love into the heart center. Send it out. Share the love. Gather it up. Bring it back into your heart. Palms, back of the hands together. Inhale, come up. Hands come into that triangle. Just keep flowing. You'll get there. Send it out. Scoop it up. Bring it back into your heart center right there, back of the hands. Come on back. We're going to go a couple more times, okay? Just find this flow. Come into that triangle. Bring it on down. Power triangle right through the heart. Send that love out. Scoop it up. Back of the hands. Bring it to the heart center. And come up. 2 more times, friends. Find that triangle. Bring that love right on down to heart center. Send it on out. Share the love. Scoop it up. Come back into that heart center and open up all the way up. Last time, friends. Gather up all that love. Bring it right on down. You're worthy. You're worth it. Send it out. You're all worthy. We are all worth it and deserving. We don't need to do anything to get love. Just receive. Inhale, come up. Come on down. Let's go back into that regulating the breath, balancing the chi. Come on back. I'm not sure if I cued this on this one. Almost like you're pulling your hands through rice. You would just want to kind of sift through it. And then on the exhale, just like you're floating down. That's my best way to describe how to move the hands in something that is tangible. Energy is hard to explain, right? We can feel it. Some people can see it. But we don't really know what to do with it, right? So let's come back into that balancing the chi. Let's go with pushing a wave. So we're going to go, this is a forward-backward motion. So take a step back. I've got my left foot forward, my right foot, I'm going to take a step back. Left foot is bent. And we begin, but we're shifting our weight. So there's a bottom motion here where my hips are moving forward. The weight is moving back and forth from my bent knee back to my straight leg. And then I'm going to add these arms. I'm going to push, and then I'm going to pull. So this is 2 parts to this one. Pushing the wave, pushing that energy, and then light on the wrist. Scoop it back. Bring it back in. Find this beautiful flow. Where's your wave? Find your balance. This is a great balance exercise. It's also really good if you're feeling it, right? You just got to get rid of some stuff. So just push it out there and then bring back and receive the goodness of life. Let go of all of this, right? Just push it away. Send it out. And then bring back the goodness and the things that you want in your life. So you come into this push-pull energetically. Just fill yourself full on that pull back. Let go of anything that's hindering you. Push it out and away. Inhale, bringing back those things that bring you joy, happiness, peace. Pushing away any of those things that cause you divination, content, frustration, whatever it is that you need to get rid of. Just allow this motion to do that for you right now. You can actively move our thoughts, our emotions, and get rid of stuck emotions. This is a great one for that. All right, friends, I have no idea how long that was. I apologize, and let's come on back. I want to say it was maybe a dozen, so let's come on over to the other side, check it out. Come on back, take that. Now my right leg is bent, my left leg is behind me. I'm going to do that same thing, just adjust, come into my balance, find that motion first in the legs, and then we begin to add those arms. You'll notice your balance might be different on one side versus the other. That's totally normal. We tend to favor one side over the other. So if you're noticing that in your body, it's okay. One of the additional benefits that we get in a Qigong practice is balancing, right? In addition to the flexibility and the stress relief and oxygenated blood and better connection to our breath, we also get to balance our left and our right sides. And the energy in our meridians and those pathways, that's what the Chinese medicine calls those energy centers. Pushing and pulling, so really releasing anything that you've got hanging on here. Bringing in what you want. Pushing out what you need to let go of. Pulling in everything that your heart desires. You can use this metaphorically. So many beautiful ways. So come on back. Let's go a couple more times. Again, my apologies. I was too much talk, not enough keeping track of the flow here. Friends, I'm just enjoying talking to you today. Come on back. Let's come back. Oh, shake it out. Shake it out. All right, where are we going to go here? Let's go, let's come back to this collarbone a little bit. I'm not sure why I'm feeling this, but let's open the collarbone. Come on back here. Shake the arms out. We'll just do a couple of these cooling breaths, coming back, opening the body up even more. Our exhale is here. Our inhale, remember, we're going to roll the shoulder blades back, palms come face forward. Roll the shoulders down. Exhale, relax. Inhale. Roll the shoulder blades back, palms come to face. Exhale, come back. One more time. Roll those shoulder blades back, arms come out. Feel the power, feel the energy. Exhale and release. All right. Okay, friends. Let's balance the chi a little bit more. Regulate or balance. I don't want to keep you all for too long, so we'll go ahead and I know I owe you like 50 minutes, so I might pop back on a little bit later. Let's come into some chi tapping, okay? This is such an amazing practice just to finish balancing everything that we've got going on, okay? So let's come on, let those hands float, shake out the neck a little bit. Let's start right up at the head, okay? Normally I start at the chest. I'm going to come right up to the head first. Start with a little tapping right on your forehead, right above your eyebrows, okay? Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. 2 fingers is what I've got here. We're going to come down to the temples. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Gently come down underneath the eyes. Be real gentle here. Our eyes have to be real gentle around them, but there are energy centers there. So let's open that up and release anything. Take your fingers and just run it down your nose. And then down and around your jaw. Okay. Take those 2 hands, bring them over by your ears, and just loosen the jaw. Let it go. Take both of your hands, just put them over your eyes, over your face, and then just wipe it away. All right. Shake those hands out. All right, let's start the tapping. Come on over to the chest. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. All right, we're going to start right here. Tap, tap, tap. And we're going to go down our arm, up the arm, down the other arm, up the arm, down the center, around the back, all the way down, and up the front. All right? So we're just tap, 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 tap. All right, let's start tapping. I'm going to go down the left first, coming down. I'm going to go down the outside of the arm first. Tap, 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 all the way down the outside. Loosen it up, coming down the elbow, all the way down to the hand. Don't forget the fingers. Come on up the front, inside of the arm, all the way across through the chest. Now I'm going to switch hands, coming down, tap, 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 down the outside, tap, 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 all the way down, make it down to the wrist, get those fingers up the inside of the arm, tap, tap, tap. You can tap, you can smack, you can slap, whatever feels good for you. Sometimes it's 2 fingers for me, sometimes it's my whole hand. Coming down through the midline. When you get to the hip, make little gentle fists with your hands. Knock on those hips. Knock, knock, knock. Tap, tap, tap. Come on down to the back. I'm going to do palms flat hands, and back, all the way down. Do a little bit on your back, on your adrenals. We carry so much there. Come down the back of the legs, bend the knees as much as you need to. Smack, 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 tap, 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 all the way down. Bend, bend, bend. All the way down to those feet, around that big toe, coming in the inside of your legs. Tap, tap, tap. Don't forget the knees. Come on up that midline, right up to the groin, back into the hips. Do those fists on the hip, and then come on up, right back up to the chest, okay? We're going to do that again. We're going to do this 3 times, okay, friends? All right, coming down. I'm coming down the left first, down the outside, tap, tap, tap. I'm more of a smack today. I'm not sure why. And just do what feels good to your body. There's no rule that says that it has to be 2 fingers or that it has to be a flat open hand. It just has to be whatever feels good for you, okay? Tap, tap, tap. And that changes for me. Some days it's like, all I want is a 2-finger smack, you know what I mean? And other days it's like today, I just want the whole hand. I want to activate everything. So you do what feels good for you, okay? Come on in through that middle, right on down the sternum, back to those hips. Knock them out with those little fists, okay? Come on back. Keep those hands like a little fist, and just really activate here the kidneys and the adrenals. Give yourself a little pat, 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 okay? We carry a lot. There's a lot of processing that goes on back there, so anything you can do, even just giving yourself a little massage, these are amazing things to just activate the natural part of your body that can heal, okay? But when we ignore it, then we start having problems. Bring those hands down. Come on down the back of the legs all the way down. Smack, 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 tap, tap, tap. Coming on up, right on through that middle, and back into those hips. Knocking on the hips, knock, 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 tap, tap, tap. Come on up to the center again. Keep breathing. You should be feeling this, okay? Let's come on down the other side. And now I'm back, look at this, now I'm back at like a 2-finger tap. It just changes. And I just listen to my body in non-judgment. That has taken me a lot of time to get to a place of acceptance in my own imperfection. Tap, tap, tap. Especially coming from a yoga background, Qigong is very different. You know, in yoga, tap, 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 we're really looking to find this structure, right? And this pose and this posture. Tap, 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 keep coming back. And in Qigong, it's more about a connection and a flow. So there's just a lot more flexibility, not just in body, but in the way you move. And so that took me a little while. Tap, 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 coming around the back, come on down. Took me a little while to be able to be just less rigid, you know. I'm a structure kind of person. I love being in the masculine. I love the structure. Those that know me know that I don't like my emotions, you know. Does anybody? You know, some people do. Some people love it. Come on back to that heart center. Tap, tap, tap. But me, I like the structure. So Qigong is so fun. So join me as I learn how to have more fun and not be so rigid. Okay, come on back to that tap, 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 okay? Let's come back into some balancing the chi. And you can do either one, whatever feels good for you. I need to flick. If you're ever feeling as you're doing this kind of stuff, that you're feeling it, right? Your hands, they pick up so much. Flick it, and just shake it out and flick. So if you're feeling that too, if you picked up some stuff as you were moving that through your body, flick it out. Just flick it out. That feels better. So if you're feeling that, you can totally do that anytime too. Like, people might look at you weird, and I'm sure they do, me all the time, because I do weird things like that. I'll just be like talking, and I like, you know, pick something up from somebody, and I'm like, ooh, I don't want that. I'll just like flick it out, you know. They don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't really matter, right? But I know what I'm doing, and it brings me peace. So let's come back, balancing the chi, regulating the breath. Oh, come on back. That was big. That was a lot. Inhale. Kind of float up. Exhale. Just soften. Coming back to that breath. Coming back to yourself. Coming back to your place in this moment. going to do now is we're going to gather up all of this chi and we're going to bring it to our energy center. In Qigong, that is the lower dantian, which if you do, study chakras or any of that, that would be the solar plexus. So we're going to gather this up, gather this chi up, gather it up. Bring this all the way into your lower dantian. Hold it here. This is your energy center. This is your core. Breathe into that for a minute. Know that you're holding all of that energy in, and any time you can come back to this practice. Give yourself some additional gratitude in your body, some additional love for all of the work that it just did, all of the movement that you just did. Maybe another breath of gratitude for anything that you were able to let go of during this practice. Anything that got unstuck. So give yourself a moment to just honor that. Breathing deep into your center. All right, my friends, that concludes our practice today. If I'm short on time, I will make it up. I'm good for it. I'll see y'all later.